What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about the Liver King. Okay, if you guys haven't seen this guy on social media, he's absolutely blown up over the last couple months. When I first heard about him a couple months ago, he had like 50K subs on Instagram, and now he's got like almost 700,000 followers, which is absolutely incredible in terms of growth. Okay, today we're going to look at this guy. I'm not going to talk about if I think he's on steroids, because, you know, he's not going to come out and claim he is or not, okay? If he would have already done that, and there's already videos out there going through that. You guys can make your decision based off the eye test. I think it's pretty clear, though, on that answer. Let's look at this guy's website right away, though. He says, activating ancient pathways. That's the first thing on his website. He says, I chose Ancestral Living for one reason. I believe this is the key to unlocking true strength, health, and happiness. When you study the way our ancestors lived, the way I have for the last 20 years, you'll recognize a series of reoccurring themes. These are what I call the 9 ancestral tenets. These tenets are designed to bring out the best versions of ourselves by realigning our lifestyles, diets, and behaviorals with the primal way of being. The 9 tenets are sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, bond. Okay, let's get one thing clear. This guy's already kind of contradicting himself. Okay, he's Mr. Ancestral. That's his big thing. He lives an ancestral lifestyle. Couple things that aren't ancestral by going through his Instagram. Guy shaves his chest. Okay, obviously he's doing that for the Instagram so he can be Mr. Macho Alpha, show off his big pecs. None of our ancestors were doing that. None of our ancestors were also working out in a rogue, high-tech gym. This guy's got eco bikes, squat racks, and I love the gym personally. I'm a CrossFit certified trainer. I'd love to have this guy's gym. But if you're gonna claim to be Mr. Ancestral, I only want to see you chop wood, climb trees, run around in the forest barefoot. And in a lot of his photos or videos, he's got like modern military boots on. Okay? He never wears a shirt in any of his posts, okay? So another thing that I kind of am turned off by is he has a supplement company where he sells literally 30 different types of pills of all animal organs. But he doesn't ever talk about steroids. I think one thing misleading is people think, oh, if I take his supplements and I do, some of the workouts that he does, I'm going to look like this. Guys, I'm not going to say if he's natty or not, but, common sense tells me if you take 30 different pills and you chop wood, you're not going to be looking like this. It's just the reality of the situation. Let's go and meet the Liver King, though. This is on his website. He says, my name is Brian Johnson, but they call me the Liver King. I don't know who they is, okay? But apparently they call him the Liver King. He says, I discovered ancestral living not out of choice, but necessity. Some would say I was living the American dream. I'd married the love of my life. I owned 4 to 5 businesses. I had 2 beautiful boys. We had it all, or so we thought. The more my boys interacted with the modern world, the more severe and abundant their allergies became. Time outdoors led to hives. Even interactions with our family dog sparked shortness of breath, puffy eyes, and runny noses. The real wake-up call was when one of my sons stopped breathing. We were lucky, though. We made it to the hospital just in time. No doctors, though, could explain why it happened. The most they could offer was a Band-Aid solution for managing the symptoms. My wife and I, though, were determined to confront the cause, never to test our luck again. We did what all parents would do. We tried everything, and that's where our journey began. First, we eliminated processed foods. Can't argue with him there. We began to reintroduce the nutrition of our ancestors, seasonal fruits and vegetables, nose-to-tail animals, including the most nutrient-dense part of all, the liver. Within just 2 weeks, we saw radical change in our boys' well-being. Our own as well, too. 2 decades later, I now eat a pound of liver every day. I walk barefoot to the lake. and subject my body to cold temperatures. I sleep on the floor. I lift heavy things. I fight. I hunt. I struggle. I overcome. I live and breathe ancestral. Again, he's kind of contradicting himself. If you look at his Instagram, okay, he's always in the military boots. He's in a modern gym. I'm no nutritionist, so I can't say if, eating all these raw organs is good or not. Maybe it works for him. I have anemia, so I take, or I eat liver from time to time, if I'm being honest. So I can't argue with him there. But again, the whole gimmick of, take these supplements, go walk barefoot, go fight, go sleep on the floor. But the whole time he's shirtless with a shaved chest, with a body that's arguably on steroids, is just kind of gimmicky. If he would just come out from the beginning and was like, guys, listen, don't just look at my body and think if you take these supplements, you follow these 9 tenets, you'll look like this, because I'm on gear. I would have a lot more respect for him, and I think a lot of other people would too. Okay, I'm watching a video of him right now, and he's also literally walking to the lake in modern military boots. I know I keep saying that, but he just contradicts himself a lot, okay? Here's another thing on his website. It's called the Ancestral Lifestyle. It says the human body has been perfectly conditioned for an environment that no longer exists. It's our responsibility to recreate that environment if we wish to thrive in the modern world. By living ancestrally, we overcome obstacles between ourselves and our true health and happiness. We rewrite the mismatch between who we are and the environment in which we live. There are ways you can start that don't require you to move to the woods and hunt for your daily breakfast. Instead, you can take small steps to optimize your everyday habits. Okay, prioritize 10,000 steps. Take a cold shower, walk barefoot, and connect to the earth. Every step you take is a step closer towards rediscovering your primal self and paving the path towards better living. Most of the ancestral tenets can be actioned between immediately and without a burdening cost. Again, kind of misleading. You're going to tell people, hey, you don't have to do everything I say. You don't have to take my 30 supplements. Just walk barefoot. Take a cold shower. Okay? Pick up some heavy things. Eat a couple pieces of liver. It's just real gimmicky, but that's the world we live in today, where on social media and in the internet, you have to be, clickbaity. You have to be able to grab the attention of people. And I think this guy knew from a marketing standpoint, okay, if I just make videos with my sweatshirt on, walking through the woods, it's not going to get that many clicks, and it's not going to be good for my supplement company. So part of me respects his marketing genius, if I'm being honest. But again, it's like, bruh, just come out and say you're on gear. And I think a lot of people would respect it. But obviously he's not going to do that because he can't sell steroids legally and make a profit, okay? And that's what I think a lot of people in today's society need to be aware of. And I'm not hating on this guy. And like I said previously, if he's on steroids, that's his decision. But again, when you're promoting a lifestyle and you're promoting, you can be happy by just walking barefoot, but your whole thing is showing your physique. It's just gimmicky and like kind of misleading, if I'm being honest. And it kind of makes me feel like, if I take all these 30 supplements, which I would never want to take, I don't even like taking any pills in the morning. In my opinion, just try to eat well, exercise, and you should be good. For the most part, okay? But, obviously he has to promote his company. He's got 30 different supplements that he's pushing. I can't go through all of them. It would just take way too much time. But when you look at his 9 tenets, I wouldn't say they're bad. Obviously, you need sleep. Obviously, you got to eat. Obviously, you got to move a little bit if you can. Shield, I don't really understand that one by the name of it. Connect, I'm guessing he's talking about, walk barefoot and connect with the earth. He talks about cold showers, Wim Hof. I saw he follows 5 people on Instagram. Wim Hof is one of those people. I've experimented with cold showers, cold baths. I think they work if you convince yourself that they work, okay? I'd rather go take a hot tub though, honestly, because when I go take a cold shower or a cold bath, it kind of sucks. And I know a lot of people say embrace the suck. Yeah, I guess I get that, but again, it's like, at what point are you going to enjoy life? Like, I'd much rather go sit in a jacuzzi that's like 102 degrees. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know like what that does for my body, if I'm being honest. All I know is that it feels a lot better and it's a lot more comfortable for me to sit in a hot tub at 102 degrees than go sit in an ice bath. And I know, again, a lot of people, you got to go chase, you got to go find the uncomfortable situations. I guess, but again, we're living in a modern society where like some people are just going to like question you and be like, why? Why wouldn't you just go and do the more comfortable situation? You know? His other one is sun. Again, yeah, I think it's good to get sun, but again, too much sun can cause cancer. So it's a little misleading. Obviously, you have to go outside and get a little, but how much is too much? Because there's tons of studies that too much sun exposure can lead to cancer. And again, this guy's always got his shirt off, and he's like got this tan that's just not obtainable unless like, I don't know if he goes and fake bakes. He could. We'll never know. But again, it just seems a little unobtainable for a lot of people, especially if you work a 9 to 5 and you're in an office. It's going to be tough to be this tan. And the last two, fight. I don't know really what he means by that. Maybe he means, go do jiu-jitsu. I could agree with him there. I've done jiu-jitsu for almost 4 years now. It's great, but it bangs your body up. A lot of injuries I've had from jiu-jitsu where I can't even walk the next day. I can't even move my neck like this. Luckily, I can now. But again, fight, it's kind of like, that's not for everybody. Not everybody can go do jiu-jitsu, okay? They're not built for it. And you say, oh, well, you got to go put yourself in uncomfortable situations. I guess, okay? I guess. But again, it's kind of gimmicky. And the last one's bond. I can agree with him there with the bond. You need to have a good relationship with people. You got to have, good bonding moments. But the whole thing, when I look at it at a macro level, it's just a big marketing scheme from this guy. Who knows how much he makes, in terms of profit. I would love to see those numbers. But in terms of social media growth, this guy's absolutely blown up. So I don't know if he takes any sponsorships or if he's just trying to promote his own brand of the Ancestral Living. But he could definitely, get a couple of sponsors and make a bunch of money because he's got the numbers in terms of followers, subscribers. He's definitely done a good job of marketing. But who knows how much, money he actually makes from these supplements because, again, I don't know how obtainable it is. I know there's people out there that probably watch this stuff and think, if I buy these 30 different pills and I just eat raw liver, then I'm going to look like this guy. It's not going to happen. You're probably going to have to take gear and work out 2 to 3 hours a day in the gym. One thing I will say to conclude this video is I've never hated on anybody that's taken steroids, and there's a big misconception with steroids that if you just inject yourself or you take, let's say you take growth hormones, that you just get an amazing physique. That couldn't be further from the truth. One thing I do have to give credit to this guy is he puts work in the gym because his physique is incredible. He's got like no fat on him whatsoever. So you can criticize him in terms of, he promotes his ancestral living and he's just trying to push his supplements, but he's on steroids. Yeah, but you got to give him credit for how much work he's put in the gym because his physique is absolutely incredible. Guys, leave in the comments below what you think about this guy. Is it good for society? Is it bad? Is it just a huge marketing scheme? How much money do you guys think he actually makes on these supplements? Okay, because I would love to see the balance sheet and see the bottom line, how much this guy's actually raking in a year. But we're never going to know that. So I hope you guys liked the video, though. I'll try to do some more research and find more out about this guy. But until then, hit the thumbs up, sub if you're new to the channel, and again, leave in the comments below what you guys think, what your opinion is on the Liver King, because I'm interested to hear what you guys think. But until next time, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm out.